What's happening, y'all? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Iodine here. I'm coming at you with a Batteryman deck profile. With the release of Batteryman 9-volt and the Monarch Storm 4th, this deck has become really consistent, and it has so many ways to deal with the meta right now. And what I'm going to do is go through the deck, explain all the cards, what they do, and then I'll make another video explaining in-depth deck and how it works, some of the combos, what you should do in some plays where you don't want to bust your load, and some of the combos with my tech choices and how I think it's more consistent, why I think it's sped up this way and the way the deck's built. There is one card in here that will come out for something better during more testing. I just feel like there's just one card that I would like, just one more tech card that I would like to put in here that I could just set it off. But anyway, we're gonna start off with 3 Batteryman 9-volt. He's basically straddles for the deck. What he does is when he's summoned by any means, you get a search for any Batteryman monster in your deck, and when you do, his attack and defense is double, and he becomes 2,000. At the end phase, he destroys himself. And this is where a lot of people like to place a supply squad, because you will then get draws from it. Well, I think the deck's consistent enough, and plus what I have, I think I would rather have my power cards instead of that play, because I mean, it's just the deck's so fast. I mean, and even the way I got it built, even in grime games, it's good. The next card we have is Batteryman Micro Cell. What it is a flip effect. When he's flipped, you can special summon one level 4 lower Batteryman monster from your deck. And then if he's destroyed after he's been flipped face up by battle, you get to draw a card. A lot of people like the effect that he dies and you get a draw and then you can special summon. But I almost like the fact that I don't want my opponent to attack into it. Because if you don't, you can flip this, get 9-volt, and then you can search for the next card, which is Batteryman Charger, and then you can use your Micro Cell to tribute for Charger, and then go off with more plays. You can even make a rank 4 after that if you want. A lot of people don't go into the rank 4s a lot, which I mean, the way I play my combos, I mean, you can, yeah, there's more ways to do things than just the simple fact that I don't know, just people seem like one-minded with it. But the next one's 2 battery charger. Seen a lot of people like to play 3. I played 3, and then I bumped it down to 2 because I was seeing it too much. And you like to draw it, but I mean, you can be searched. It's not that big of a deal, especially if you get this card going. And I honestly like to get Micro Cell going first before anything. Which I mean, it doesn't matter. Micro Cell or Charger, either one's fine. But when this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Batteryman monster from your deck. Any one you want to, any level, it don't matter, except Industrial Strength, because Industrial Strength can be special summon one way. But he also gains 300 for every Batteryman on the field, including himself, so he comes out as a 2100, and he can easily get up to 3300. The next card we got is Batteryman Fuel Cell. What he does is if you control 2 or more face-up Batteryman monsters, you can special summon him, and then you can tribute summon him to, you can tribute another Batteryman monster to bounce one of your opponent's cards back to their hand. You can also use this with Monarch Storm 4th, just to help get rid of any other problematic monster your opponent has. And same thing with the charge. You can use the Monarch Storm 4th to him, which is really cool. I think that's probably why the deck makes it even better too, is because it's an easy way to get rid of Winda and things like that, so you can go off for your big pushes and OTK plays. The next card is 1 Batteryman Industrial Strength. What he does is he can be special summoned. He can only be special summoned by banishing 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Then he has the effect of banishing 1 Thunder type monster from your graveyard to destroy 1 spell or trap and a monster. It can be on both sides of the field, so if they just have monsters, you can use your Dead Call, the Haunted, and then their monster. The key is you have to destroy a spell trap and a monster, so I mean, you can use yours or theirs or whatever you need to do. Another thing too is I was playing a burn deck, and I was using him to keep popping the stupid lava golem he tried to give me, and I was that was kind of funny, really. But that's it for the Batteryman monsters. The next for the support cards, there's only 4. One's Thunder King, of course, he's Thunder, and he's good for anti-meta. I played a plant deck, and I set on him, and he single-handedly won both games. I 2-0'd the plant player because he couldn't do anything because of that, and I had protection. The next card is Cyber Dragon. There's combos with Cyber Dragon I like to do, and it helps make rank 5s. And I mean, he just puts pressure on the board too. You'll see the my theory behind him. Well, it's not a theory; it's becoming fact because I've been testing it. And then the last card is another tech choice, probably the biggest tech choice, is Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. If you don't know what he does, you can special summon him by returning all monsters from your graveyard to the deck. And then when he attacks, you can send a normal monster from your deck to your graveyard to gain him 1,000 attack. But that's not what you want to do. I'll explain why I chose him in the next video. But just trust me, this is probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's always been one of my favorite cards since I got it, and it's proven to be really good in this deck. For the spells, I have 1 Pot of Duality. I was playing 2. The thing is you don't play 3 because it's too much, and you don't play 1 because it's not enough. So I will be taking this out for something better, because you need to open up with this play. You don't want it late. This card, you don't want it late game, but it is what it is right now. For some reason, I keep seeming to like open up with this card, and I just have 1. But anyway. And then Book of Moon. This card is very good. It's always been good. It's still good. You can face down the windows, stop the Exceeds from burning Abyss. You can stop synchro plays, attacks, stop your monster from getting destroyed. You know what it does. It's so Book of Moon is so good. You can also, if you you can use effects and things, and if somebody tries to destroy your face-up monster, you can book the monster and effects still go off, which I think that's a pretty cool thing. Same thing with Compulse, kind of does the same deal too. Like if you summon your 9-volt and they try to I don't know, they try to get rid of it somehow, you can Compulse the 9-volt and you'll still get the search, and you have your 9-volt for the next play, which that's a pretty cool play. Next one, Soul Charge. This is good for late game too, whenever you're running out of resources, because you do run out of resources really fast if they can keep themselves from dying. So you can bring everything back and use your monsters to bounce things and whatnot. Soul Charge is good in any deck, really, honestly. And then Forbidden Lance. This is to protect your monsters, to help get over things. It's really not a problem because you can bounce everything, but it's in there. It's in there too because Wing Wind Blast. I hate that card, and I was having really hard problems with it. I think everybody is, and that's one of the things for that stupid card. And then the next, I played 3 MST. At first, I wasn't playing any. Then I realized Vanity's Emptiness was a problem, which I should have seen that before. And I was siding it. But I decided to go ahead and main deck it so I could have more room in my side deck for other cards. But it's good for skill drain and other things of that nature that are problems for your deck, and that's really what you want to just save it for. And if you're gonna save them to when you're gonna make a big push and go for game, or a big push and they have nothing else left, but they're top decking, or you know that they have a dead card in here because you bounced it or whatever. But I usually just save it for the Vanity's Emptiness, because that everybody seems to be maxing out on that. And then the last card, our last spell card, is the Monarch Stormforth. This card's broke. What it does is you can use your opponent's monsters as a tribute summon for your own monster. And another thing is, a lot of people, I guess people nowadays don't read the cards very good, but what I'll do is I'll play it. When I activate it, they'll start wanting to chain stuff to do something to protect their monster, or something of that nature, but it don't do it that turn. You play it, and then you can special summon or whatever, and then sacrifice their monster later on. You don't have to do it immediately when you play it. But I mean, it's kind of cool how it disrupts your opponent and throws them off guard. It's also a quick play, and you can make yeah. I don't know. I just like the fact it's a quick play. I think that's pretty cool. And then for the trap cards, we have one Solemn Warning. I know it's about 50-50. Some people are playing this, some people are not. In a lot of decks, every deck, I love it because it stops Shadow Fusion right then immediately. And then you can hit the tour guide. When the tour guide comes out, you don't have to wait for the Exceed monster like you usually would, but you can just stop the problem at the core. So I was thinking about a lot of cards to put in. So originally I wasn't playing this, and I got to thinking about it, and Warning's good. It's good. And the next card is Compulse. This card's good against Shadows. If you need to get your plays off and there's window on the field or whatever, you can bounce to Construct and it won't get the search for the Fusion. It's also good against Burning Abyss. I mean, because you can bounce the tour guide immediately when it comes out, and then they wasted their normal summon, and then on your turn you're gonna make a huge push, especially if you've already dealt damage. You can go for game easy. So that one turn, setting them back that one turn is very good. It's kind of hard to play Wind Blast in this deck, so Compulse is like the next best thing. The next one is I play 2 Vanity's Emptiness. This takes place of Torrential and Bottomless, because those cards are not good, especially with the tier 0 that the meta is right now. But it's very easy to turn these off when you need to go for your play, as long as you can just hold off for that one turn, because this deck explodes massively and very fast. 2 Breakthrough Skill for the windows and the Construct and the Burning Abyss crap and the Subtler Knight crap and all that. Breakthrough. Deep Prison for removal, banishing. Once again, Mirror Force it's basically obsolete, this format. Then you have 2 Trap Stun for the Wind Blast, and plus you can shut off everything and go for your big OTKs and all your pushes and things like that. This card's very good. I don't run Trap Stun at 3 because 2 is fine, and every game I've played, I'm getting 1 at least. And the last trap is called the Haunted. This card's almost as good in this deck as it was in Inzectors, like getting the Dragonfly back. Basically, you're getting your 9-volt back for multiple searches, and you can get things for Tribute Fodder, and you can get your fuel cells back for to bounce things or something else while your fuel cells out to bounce, or you can bring back your Cyber Dragons or your Chargers to make rank 5s, which rank 5s are very good in this deck. Now onto the Exceed monsters. Start with the rank 6s. We got 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. This is one of my favorite Exceed cards, and I've been waiting for a deck to play this in. I hated Constellars, and I wasn't able to play it in that. I hated Inzectors, so I played them for a little while, but I just couldn't get it out consistently enough. This deck gets rank 6 out so easy. I wish there were more better ones. But this card's amazing. Then you got Gauntlet Launcher. This card's really good too. I played it in X-Sabers. I mean, everybody knows it's good in X-Sabers. A lot of people don't know too. You can use the effect twice in a turn. It helps go for pushes in this deck, which you'll see some combos in the next video with that. And then for the rank 5s, there's Constellar Pleiades. This is probably the only Constellar card I like and will play because of the fact that it's good. Like I said, the deck is like a Compulse deck, and this just helps even further. And bouncing things is always good in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Artifact Durendo. I hate artifacts. I do not play artifacts in this deck. Because I hate artifacts, I sold all my stuff. And I will not play them. Plus, I think the my trap and monster lineup is effective enough as it is. I mean, artifacts are good in the deck, but I just prefer not to play them because I don't like them. I'm just stubborn like that. That may be foolish, but it is what it is. If you want to play the artifact engine in it, 3 more attack, 3 sanctum, go right ahead. It's just gonna help out. Volcasaurus, I don't play Guide Charger because I don't have one. I traded it because I didn't think I would ever need it. But Volcasaurus is still good either way. And then Shark Fortress, you can double your 3300 charger and hit for 66 damage, and then attack with this thing, and it just helps with OTKs and things like that. It's kind of ridiculous. Shark Fortress. I've never made this since I've had it in here, but it's in there just in case. Tyrus, the Keeper of Genesis. And then for the rank 4s, I make some rank 4s quite often, but a lot of people say, you know, rank 4 is not important, blah blah. Yeah, they are important. I don't have Castell, Silent Honor Arc, or Exciton Knight, but if I did, I would definitely play them. But I play Crazy Box because skill drain hurts this deck, and you can make rank 4s fairly easy if you need to, whenever you want to. So that's in there for that. Plus, sometimes I just like using Crazy Box as effect if I have game and I just want to mess around. It's fun. It's a fun card. And then Maestro, Ragna Zero, Heartland Draco. This card's actually won me a few games. Cowboy. This card's actually won me a game. Black Ship of Corn. This card's won me a game. It's got over some problematic monsters when I was out of resources, and I couldn't get my Soul Charger or my Exodius. Rhapsody and Berserk. This card was a little bit better before, but I mean, I don't find myself going into it very much unless I can equip it to a rank 5 or rank 6, which you can, which actually makes it a little bit better, because you can make a rank 4 and a rank 5 at the same time fairly easy in this deck. And Abyss Dweller, I think this card has proved to be good for a very long time, and it still is. Now, I don't have my side deck with me, but it consists of 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. You know, I hate to play that to shut them decks down, but I really hate Burning Abyss, Shadows, and Shabiz, so I'm playing that crap because I want to just piss my opponent off. Macrocosmos, D-Fisher for the same reason, Soul Drain for the same reason, 2 Chain Disappearance for Burning Abyss, 2 Rise of the Storm Monarch for more bouncing, 2 Goes in Match, and 2 Rivalry, because everything is Thunder except for 3 cards, and everything is light, and those cards are really good. But yeah, guys, that's the deck profile. So like, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff, and check out my next video for the in-depth strategy. Y'all take it easy.